Alright everyone, this is Zero Budget Geek, and Kaladesh has been released for Magic Duels, and that means we are going to be reviewing all the new cards. I've already unlocked them, and we're going to be going color by color, just taking a look at them and see what we think. So in this episode, we're going to cover the white cards, and as always, I definitely want to hear your opinions, and let me know what you think. And some cards I'm gonna think are bad, some I'm gonna think are good, and I'm probably gonna be wrong, so you can go down in the comments and correct me. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the white cards. So starting off here, we have Acrobatic Maneuver. 1 white, 2 colorless. It's an instant. Exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control, and we draw a card. So flicker effects like this are pretty good, and you get to draw a card. It is kind of costly, but it's probably a very, very good effect, so not bad. We have Aether Storm Rock. It costs 2 white and 2 colorless. It's a 3/3, so kind of costly for what you get. It is a rare though. It is flying. Whenever Aether Storm Rock or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get energy, an energy counter. So energy is just used for different stuff. Whenever Aether Storm Rock attacks, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it and tap up to 1 target creature defending player controls. So it'll keep getting bigger as long as you got energy, but you got to build a deck around them. So kind of interesting. You got to build a deck around them though. Got to take care of the energy mechanic there. Angel of Invention. 2 white and 3 colors. Is a mythic rare. It's an angel, flying, vigilance, and lifelink, and it's only a 2/1 for 5 mana, but I'm sure that's going to change right now. Fabricate 2. When this creature enters the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, or create 2 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature tokens. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Wow. Alright, so this could come into play as a 4/3. Or it comes into play with 2 little dudes. But everybody else get, so actually those little dudes will be 2/2s, because other creatures you control get +1/+1. So that's pretty interesting, though it's kind of flimsy. All right, well, pretty nice. I do like it. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't look like a big bomb, but who knows? What do I know? Aviary Mechanic. 1 white, 1 colorless. A Dwarf Artificer, a 2/2. When Aviary Mechanic enters the battlefield, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. So you use that with something like the Angel here to be able to play it again and get more stuff out of it. So this guy seems like he's gonna be very useful in this deck. I mean, there's many other cards in the game that could use being played again, so that's nice. Built to last. A single white. It's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gains indestructible until end of turn. So good combat trick that's gonna be very useful in this set with lots of artifacts roaming around. Captured by the Consulate. 1 white and 3 colorless. It's an aura rare. Enchant creature you don't control. Enchanted creature can't attack. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if it has a single target, change the target to enchanted creature if possible. Wow. So you put the guy out of commission, basically. It can block, it just can't attack. But then whenever they cast a spell, if it has a single target, it goes to that guy. Oh my god. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I like that spell. That is a good one. Alright, Cataclysmic Gear 2 white and 3 colors, a mythic rare construct. It's a 4/5, so that alone is worth the price of admission. It does have vigilance, it gets even better. And when Cataclysmic Gear enters the battlefield, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the permanent non-land permanents he or she controls, then sacrifices the rest. Are you kidding me? This is a tragic arrogance with a big body. Wow. That is like, that's epic. This guy is gonna hit the table a lot. You're gonna see this guy all the time, I think. Wow. Very cool. Console's Shield Guard, 1 white, 3 colors. It's a Dwarf Soldier, a 3/4, not bad for that cost. When Console's Shield Guard enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. Whenever Console's Shield Guard attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, another target attacking creature gains indestructible until end of turn. That could be useful. I'd have to see how the artifacts and vehicles and things like that work, but you know, another card that gives energy, and he's a 3/4, so that's not a bad body, so pretty decent. We have Fragment Eyes, 1 white, destroy target artifact or enchantment with converted mana cost 4 or less. So we've got disenchant back. That's awesome. It's a common too, and with converted mana cost 4 or less, but that's probably most of the enchantments that you're gonna want to destroy. So yeah, I like this. I think that's okay for that cost. Man, that's cool. It's good to see disenchant back. You're gonna see, I mean, this is a card I would see in like many decks. It is just a sorcery, so that, you know, I mean, this enchant was pretty powerful, so they needed to nerf it. So very cool. All right, we have a Gearshift Ace, 1 white, 1 colorless. Is a Dwarf Pilot. He's a 2/1 first strike, which is nice for the cost. And then whenever Gearshift Ace crews a vehicle, that vehicle gains first strike until end of turn. Okay, so he gives his ability to the vehicle. So very nice. That's a good creature, even outside of having a vehicle that you can use. Glint Sleeve Artisan, 1 white, 2 colors. It's a common Dwarf Artificer, a 2/2 for 3 mana. But it has Fabricate 1, so it can be a 3/3, which is good for the cost, or comes into play with a little 1/1. So nice guy. This guy's pretty cool. Master Trinketeer, 1 white, 2 colorless. It's a rare Dwarf Artificer, a 3/2. Servos and Thopters you control get +1/+1, and then you can pay 1 white and 3 colors. Creature create a 1/1 color servo artifact creature. Wow, this guy's able to like pump out guys, and it gives them all +1s. That is pretty nice. You can see this guy in definitely gonna be in Thopter and Servo decks. Be curious to see that. A Propeller Pioneer, 1 white, 3 colors. Human Artificer, it's a common. It's a 2/1 with flying. That's a lot for its cost, but it has Fabricate 1, so it could be a 3/2 with flying, which is not that great, but it could make a little servo, so not too impressed with that. Alright, Refurbish, 1 white, 3 colorless. It's a uncommon sorcery. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Now that is key. The fact that it goes to the, if it went to your hand, this be terrible, but to the battlefield is kind of nice. So you can use Refurbish to bring back like that Gear Hulk or whatever. So that's pretty interesting. Obviously it needs to be in the right deck, but you know. Alright, Revoked Privileges, 1 white, 2 colorless. It's an aura enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack, block, or crew vehicles. So kind of a cheaper, not as effective Shackles. Is that the card? Whatever. Anyway, good way to, you know, stop people, stop bad guys. Alright, we have a Sky Swirl Harrier, 1 white, 4 colorless. It's a flying 3/4. Pass on that. We have a Sky Whaler's Shot, 1 white, 2 colors. It's an uncommon instant. Destroy target creature with power 3 or greater, and then scry. So a little bit more expensive. Reprisal can hit a few more targets, and you get scry. So not terrible, not terrible at all. We have a Thriving Ibex, 1 white, 3 colors. It's a goat. When Thriving Ibex enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. Whenever Thriving Ibex attacks, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ooh. But you won't get to use those energy the turn he comes into play. Oh no, but that goes to your pool. They're not temporary, I think. So he'll come into play as a 2/4, and then he can become a 3/5, which is not that bad for that cost. So not terrible. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think it's okay. It's kind of cool. It's cute, at least. 2 Craft Exemplar, 1 white. It's a Dwarf Artificer rare. It's a 1/1. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, if you control an artifact, 2 Craft Exemplar gets +2/+1 until end of turn. If you control 3 or more artifacts, it also gains first strike until end of turn. So he would be a 3/2 and possibly first strike. So I guess he could be really great, but you know, yeah, not that impressed by him. I mean, he's okay. I mean, costs 1 mana, so I guess that's great, but not super enthused. Trusty Companion, 1 white, 1 colorless. Uncommon Hyena. It's a 3/2 for the cost, which is great, and has vigilance, which is great, but Trusty Companion can't attack alone. Still, nice creature for the cost. We have a Visionary Augmenter. God, I can't speak now. 2 white and 2 colors. Is a Dwarf Artificer with Fabricate 2, so he can become a 4/3, which is not that great. Or you can put 2 little servos. So Fabricate is pretty interesting. I definitely would like to see that. Can't wait to see that in action. And we have a Wisp Weaver Angel, 2 white, 4 colorless. It's an uncommon angel. It's a 4/4 flying. When Wisp Weaver Angel enters the battlefield, you may exile another target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it gives something flicker. A 4/4 flying is kind of nice and gives a flicker, but 6 cost is pretty high. You really need to build a deck around this that makes use of, you know, things coming into play. And is that it for white? Yeah, we're gonna cover the gold cards in a separate episode, so that'll be it for now. Let me know what your thoughts are on these cards down in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.